This bike is the best I've ever ridden in all my 253 years. It's not mine but my brother's, as is the beautiful looking Condor, which I've also been using over the last 3 days because I needed to replace the bottom brackets on the workhorse and metal stallion that is the Chaz Roberts bike. I do much of my own bike maintenance, and when the bottom bracket started to get a little play in it, thought I'd be able to tackle this too. I did manage to remove the lock ring which keeps the adjustable cup in place, but it needed some leverage, and I have a bit of scaffolding pipe which is perfect for the job. Once the lock ring was off, the adjustable cup presented no problem, but the fixed cup on the drive side wouldn't budge. I don't have the proper tool to remove it, but thought I could improvise, though conceded defeat, and so visited the local shop today and asked the guys there whether they'd remove it for me. They said they would, and it'll just be a few quid, which was music to my ears. Within an hour I was riding the Condor whilst carrying the Roberts frame on my shoulders. I'd cleaned the frame a few days earlier as it was clogged with dirt in parts, so I was very familiar with the frame and the state it was in. When I got to the shop I was asked to return in about 15 minutes, and when I did I was relieved to see that the fixed cup had been removed, ready for a replacement. And when I asked how much for that prompt removal, was told no charge. I thanked both guys, rode home and began to assemble the new bracket, put the chain set back on and add the wheels. Whilst assembling things, I was horrified to see this. Those dents weren't there prior to my visit to the shop. I can only see this as a deliberate act and have to point to a probable fact that my pariah reputation has reached them too, and at some considerable risk they've dented the best bike I've ever used, which might be potentially dangerous to ride now. If I'd spotted this when being handed back the frame, I would have remonstrated with them there and then. I know the dents weren't there 20 minutes earlier, but as I only noticed them when I got back home, it's difficult to accuse them after the fact, so I won't be revisiting them. Sabotage is often another tactic used in the targeting, and if you are also a pariah, which I am, then those not necessarily part of the harassment, stalking and spying program can and will often fuck with you if they can.